2019 edition of Aldersgate's Got Talent. I am Robert Thompson, your host for the evening, and I can personally assure you that you will not be disappointed with the lineup for tonight. You're going to get a sampling of a wonderful variety of musical styles performed by a very talented group of young people, some of them rather uniquely talented, as a matter of fact. Before we start, I do want to have one of our thank yous. We want to thank Jimmy Dennis and all of the youth parents and others who helped with dinner tonight. So let's a big round of applause for that. Woo! Also want to recognize our leadership, Dr. Brian Miller and Reverend Richard Williams. Want to thank them for their leadership here. And of course, Miles, who you just met and just introduced us. So we're very, very thankful for all that Miles is doing with the youth. All right, let's get going. And we're going to kick off the party tonight with a celebration. The song Celebration was released in 1980 by Kool and the Gang, and it reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also reached #1 on both the Billboard Dance and R&B charts. It's still a staple at weddings and parties, and maybe you've been to a wedding recently and heard it and danced to it yourself. It's also a popular anthem for sporting events. Say that maybe the Final Four. Yeah. Woo! Now, most of you may think of Kool and the Gang as an 80s kind of dance rhythm, kind of funk band. But I was surprised to learn myself that they actually started in New Jersey in 1964 when brothers Robert Kool Bell and Ronald Bell put a band together. And they're still playing even today. They're still going strong. Even after numerous changes in personnel, they've been through all the different music styles of jazz, soul, funk, rock, and pop music. But tonight, we're going to hear our very own youth choir kick us off with Celebration and starting the show.
Yahoo!
What a way to kick things off. A lot of high energy, get us moving. Our next act, if you want to call it, we're actually going to have a video of a montage of photographs featuring the talents of Aubrey Askew and Phoebe Miller, both students in the BTW Photography Magnet. Here now, Aubrey and Phoebe's video.
Send a flare into the night. Say a prayer, turn the tide. Dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon a heartache, yeah. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and don't shut up back.
The music accompanying their video was Burn the Ships by the contemporary Christian band For King and Country. If you ever get a chance to see their show, you ought to go. It's fantastic. All right, next up. Now, I can tell by looking around in the audience earlier that quite a few of you are familiar with the Fab Four. Yeah, you probably remember back in the day. The legendary Beatles, well, their song Blackbird is a song from their 1968 double album called The Beatles, also known as the White Album. Very good. See, I told you. The guitar accompaniment for Blackbird was inspired by Johann Sebastian Bach's Bourrier in E minor, a well-known lute piece often played on classical guitar. As teenagers, Paul McCartney and George Harrison tried to learn the song as kind of a show-off piece to be able to show off their skills. Well, the Fab Four, they may be no more, but here at Aldersgate, we have the Miller Four. The multi-instrument musician Brasher and his musical siblings Phoebe, William, and Wesley will now thrill you with their version of Blackbird. I give you the Miller Four. There you have it, the Miller Four. I hear they're going to be cutting an album soon called the Red Album. Our next act, as I may have already said, we have a very talented group of young people, and they're the range of musical genres that they cover. It's not just confined to one; they cover them all. And a night of musical entertainment in the state of Alabama would not be complete without a little bit of country music, right? Am I right? Yeah. All right, yeah. Our next number, Sold, the Grundy County Auction Incident. When I first heard that, I thought maybe it was Ray Stevens, and Mississippi Church Choir or something. But no, it's not. It's a real country song, a song recorded by John Michael Montgomery and released in May of '95. It was one of his best-known songs and was named on the Hot Country Singles Track #1 single for 1995. It's a narrative-type story with the narrator telling about a woman he saw at the Grundy County, Tennessee auction and how he began to court her, and he's doing it in the style of the auction chant. No stranger to country, here's Benjamin Wilkie with Peyton Seeley and Sold, the Grundy County Auction Incident.
Well, I went down to the Grundy County auction where I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution, but my heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. And I said, hey pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make it right on mine. I'll be your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going twice. I'm sold. The lady in the second row, she's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Well, the auctioneer was going about a mile a minute. He was taking bids and calling them out loud, and I guess I was really getting in it, 'cause I just shouted out above the crowd. And I said, hey pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make it right on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going twice. I'm sold. The lady in a long black dress, but she won my heart. It was no contest. With the ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. Well, I'm about to bid my heart goodbye.
Never knew Benjamin had it in him like that. Very talented young man. All right. For our next number, want to put in a thank you and a shout out to all the parents here tonight, youth parents here tonight. Thank you for having all these wonderful youth as a part of this group, and for allowing them to be here and encouraging them to do such things. All right, next we're going to switch from shift gears, kind of country, right? Shift gears, pickup truck. Okay, that one is good. Richard, you can use that one. No, Richard's shaking his head. No. All right. We're gonna go to Broadway, and For Good, from the hit musical, not For Good Forever. We're going for the song For Good, from the hit musical Wicked, the duet between Elphaba, got it right? Yeah, Elphaba and Glinda. Elphaba being the Wicked Witch of the West, and Glinda being the Good Witch of the South. And it's near the end of the musical as they're bidding each other farewell. It's the climax and one of the most well-known songs of the show, and is reprised as part of the show's finale. The lyrics tell how both Elphaba and Glinda have been changed by their friendship, with each other relying on a play of words of the phrase for good, being used to mean both forever and for the better. The song's writer and composer commented after the show premiered that he had asked his daughter for some inspiration and what she would say if she was never to see her best friend again. And her answer became the first verse of the song. For Good, as performed by our youth girls. That was beautiful. That was very moving. All right, I know some of you have heard, and this is the moment you've been waiting for. Back by popular demand, the dynamic duo of wit. I give you the Honey and Richard Show.
All right, it's the Honey and Richard Show, Alder's 8 Got Talent Edition. Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Ooh, I tell you, I feel like we're on stage right now. Like, everybody's watching the video. I wonder how the food is. Oh, I bet it's tasty.
Oh, who's cooking?
I don't know.
Maybe it's a good thing you don't know.
Oh, yes. Well, it's not a smoothie. Oh, but we got to get back to the show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, so it's a show right now. I know you guys want to know what our talent is, and I thought that we could share some of our thoughts about the music that we've heard so far. So honey, you tell me what you know about this song here. Have you heard this one? Hold on. Have you heard that one?
I can't hear a thing.
Okay, let's try it again.
I know nothing.
You don't know this one? Oh, let's fast forward a little bit. You don't know this one?
I tell you, I'm in the 70s.
Celebration?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool in the game. Good time, come on. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember that one? Slightly. Okay. Now what about now this one? I really don't.
Clue.
Oh,
Oh, the Beatles.
yeah, you know this one?
I remember the Beatles. But see, I never was involved in
What is up with the blackbird?
You don't know what Blackbird is?
I mean, it's just like a regular bird.
What brought up Blackbird?
Well, that's the name of the song. The Beatles.
You're asking the wrong person. I had blackbirds in my yard.
I know, that's the last time I seen a blackbird was in the yard.
They need to get the program.
Okay, well this is another one that they've done right before us, and let's see if we know this one.
Pretty lady.
Soul.
The rodeo.
You know this one?
No.
You don't know this song either?
I don't know nothing. But I know he's a cowboy because he's got a hat on.
He's a cowboy. A song by a cowboy.
Yeah, that's
Well, I don't know any of these. Okay, let's try this one. This is.
Well, why are you putting me down?
Well, no, because I don't know either. I thought you were gonna know. Normal, but I don't know something. You know something, honey.
Well, this ain't normal.
This ain't normal here. Let's try this one here.
Look. That hurt. Oh, these are all nice songs.
Go, they know.
Here first came, it was just me. I mean, Lizzie, we need to get her help.
You don't know that song?
I don't know any songs, that's what I tried to tell you.
Okay, so what song do you know?
Jesus loves me.
Bible tells me so. Oh my goodness. So what are we gonna tell everybody, honey? They're right there watching us.
Do you want me to tell you what to tell them? This is in the church.
Yes, this is the church. Okay, we should tell them. We hope that you enjoy the rest of the show, and thank you for coming to Always They Got Talent. It's been the Ann Richards Show, Always They Got Talent edition.
Never ever disappoints. Never ever disappoints. So, stay tuned for the next exciting episode. I'm sure we'll have one coming up. All right, our next song, you heard a little bit of snippet there. Some of you may have recognized. It's called Bubbly. It's a song by the singer Colby Calais. Thank you. Calais, yeah. From her album Coco. It remains her biggest hit in the U.S. to date and her only single to reach the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. She commented on the lyrical composition in an interview, said, "I didn't write Bubbly for any special guy. I wrote it about the feelings you get when you have a crush on somebody and when they give you butterflies in your stomach and they just make you smile." So all the married folks in the room, look over at your spouse, hold their hand, and be ready to remember all those butterflies and feel them all over again as Phoebe Miller and Mary Virginia Stevens sing Bubbly.
Been away for a while now. Got me feeling
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. All right, time for another round of thank yous here. Some of the behind-the-scenes people. We're going to start off with tonight, our multimedia lights are Sarah Lancaster up in the booth. We've also got Bill Hagler, who's doing the video recording. Wayne Edwards is around here doing photographs. And the table decorations, we had Katie Blair, Caller Pugh, and some of the parents involved in getting everything set up. We want to thank them as well. All right. Now, no musical review would be complete without at least one stop in the 1950s. Rock Around the Clock is best known as recorded by Bill Haley and his Comets, becoming the first rock and roll recording to hit Billboard's pop charts in July 1955, a feat it repeated on charts around the world as it became wildly popular with teenagers. And those of you who were teenagers about that time, y'all probably remember all that, right? Sock hops and all of that and drive-ins and those kind of things. In 1974, the original version of the song returned to the American charts when it was used as the theme for the movie American Graffiti. And then, those of us a little bit younger remember it as being used as the opening theme for the TV series Happy Days in the late 70s and early 80s. Rock Around the Clock is often cited as the biggest selling vinyl rock and roll single of all time. The girls had their turn to impress us. Now it's the guys' turn. Here they are with Rock Around the Clock. Well done, guys. Well done. That was awesome. Well, I really, as I was getting the program, I really wasn't sure what to say about this next number. Quite frankly, leaving me a little speechless. I think I'll just say you're about to witness a classic but unique twist on what some consider a modern masterpiece. So be ready to see this song probably like you've never seen it before and likely never will again. Here it is, Baby Shark.
Once in a generation, you get a song that that defines that generation. You get one so powerful that it changes the way we live our lives. I can go on and think of some myself. I can say, Imagine by John Lennon. USA for Africa's We Are the World. Africa by Toto. But you know, there's one song, this one song, that does it better than all of the rest. This song that I'm talking about has been viewed 2 billion times on YouTube. There's only 7 billion people in the world. Think about that. I'm talking, of course, about Baby Shark. A modern classic. But you know something? Working with children in the past and working at summer camps, I have heard Baby Shark many times. And I can tell you that it's missing an audience. Wouldn't you agree, Daniel? Daniel's very shy. He would agree. But it's missing an audience. And that is you, adults. That is you. And tonight, we have a very beautiful twist on this already amazing song. So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark. And that's Baby Shark, ladies and gentlemen. But you know, I feel like we're missing something. We're missing someone. Where is Mommy Shark? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Libby Varnum. Hello there, Mommy Shark. How are you this evening?
Good, Baby Shark. Where is Daddy Shark?
You know, I don't know. Wait. Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Andrew DeVitz.
Daddy Shark! Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Daddy Shark. Hello, Mommy Shark.
Hello, Daddy Shark.
Baby Shark.
Why, hello there, Daddy
How are
Shark.
we doing this evening?
Fantastic.
It's good to be
We missed you, Daddy
here.
Shark.
I miss you both.
You know something, Daddy Shark?
What is that, Baby Shark?
I think we need to give the people what they came here to hear.
Oh, really?
Yes, I believe we need to get everyone on their feet to say one good Baby Shark with us.
Everyone stand.
And please, join us for Baby Shark.
Baby
Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Baby Shark. Mommy Shark, do-do-do-do-do. Mommy Shark, do-do-do-do-do.
Miles Barnhart, Libby Barnum, and Andrew DeVitz. What did I tell you? Like you've never seen before. Well, so maybe it help you a little bit here so you don't go home singing Baby Shark all night. We're going to switch gears yet again, and we're going to move to something a little more classic. If I Can Dream. It's a song made famous by Elvis Presley. It was written by Walter Earl Brown and notable for its direct quotations of Martin Luther King Jr. It was recorded by Elvis in June of 1968, 2 months after Dr. King was assassinated. And it was released as the finale of Presley's 68 comeback special. Earl Brown said that when Elvis recorded the song, Brown saw tears rolling down the cheeks of the 3 backup singers. One of them whispered to Mr. Brown, "Elvis has never sung with so much emotion before. He means every word." Well, you're about to be treated by somebody who sings just like Elvis does. He has emotion. He means every single word. He feels it. Here now, our favorite Elvis impersonator, Dr. Brian Miller, with I Can Dream.
There must be lights shining bright somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in the sky more blue. If I could dream of a better land, all my brothers walk hand in hand. Tell me why, oh why, oh why can't my and understanding sometimes strong winds blow that'll blow away the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun, hope keeps shining on everyone. Tell me why, oh why, oh why can't the sun appear? We're lost in the world with too much rain. We're trapped in the world with trouble and pain. As long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. There must be in my heart where I know the answer, that the answer answers this somehow. And in the dark, there's no beckoning answer. And I can see while I can walk, while I can see, while I can talk, while I can dream. Please let my dream come true. Right now, let it come true right now. Let it come true right
Magnificent, just magnificent. Yes, it is. That's right. All right, we're down to 2 songs left, and these next 2 songs, They kind of take me back to the days of my youth. I mean, literally, when I was in the youth group in the 80s. Of course, at that time, we called it UMYF or MYF, for those of you who remember those days. And believe it or not, I don't know if I still have the pictures. I may have destroyed them all. I did have longer hair. You couldn't see my ears or anything. And rock and roll was my favorite music at the time. And the band Journey was one of my favorite bands. The song, Faithfully, was written by their keyboard player, Jonathan Cain, and describes the difficulty of being married while making a living as a touring musician. He began writing the song on a napkin while on the tour bus, and then finished it once they arrived in Saratoga Springs, New York, on the grand piano that was backstage. And that night, they performed it for the very first time. Despite featuring no chorus, it's gone on to become one of their most recognizable hits, has enjoyed lasting popularity, and has been called one of the greatest power ballads ever recorded. Here we have the father-daughter duo of Tim and Kate White with their version of Faithfully.
Highway run into the midnight sun. Wheels go round and round, you're my
I think Tim's guitar playing there is the definition of Aldersgate's Got Talent. That was amazing, Tim. Thank you. All right, before our final number, we need to make one more round of thank yous, applause, and appreciation. For some of the more folks behind the scene, and literally behind the scenes, we have stage manager Cheryl DeVitz and stage hand Anthony Morgan. Choreography done by Evelyn Meeks. Our assistant choir director, the shy Daniel Meese down here front. Our choir director, Carol Hudson. And of course, our minister of worship, Reverend Steve Batsky. Okay, well, seems that another evening of top-notch entertainment. I know you hate it, it's coming to a close. We're going to have to go home. But before you leave, we're going to close it off with another song from the band Journey. Don't Stop Believin' was originally released on their 7th album, Escape, in 1981. The song has been described as the perfect rock song, as an anthem, and it features one of the best opening keyboard riffs in rock and roll, if you know what a riff is. The title of the song came from something that, again, the keyboardist, Jonathan Cain's father, told him frequently when he was a struggling musician living in Los Angeles, ready to give up because he was not having any success. Each time he would call home in despair, his father would tell him, "Don't stop believing or you're done, dude." Now, I think also that has helped boost the recent resurgence and popularity of the song of Don't Stop Believing because it was recorded and used by the cast of the TV series Glee. It was performed in whole or in part in 6 different episodes, ranging from the first episode to the next to the last episode. Even though the show will stop after this number, here we have the entire cast with the Glee arrangement of Don't Stop Believin'. Take another bow. Take another bow. Hey, Mike. Wonderful, wonderful. Want to thank everybody again tonight, and I realized I left off a couple of thank yous as well. We wouldn't be able to hear a thing tonight if it wasn't for Vince Stevenson and Michael Williams up at the sound booth. Sorry, guys. Love you anyway. Sorry about that. The cast will be available for autographs and photographs afterwards. They will be staying here to get official pictures, but they'll be around. If you want to get your photograph with your favorite artist or ensemble member, please come on forward. Again, thank you very much and appreciate your support tonight.